Hi, Wisconsin FBLA. I'm Adeline.
And I'm Nick.
We are very excited to bring you our second alumni interview of the year. Today we'll be interviewing our 2014 to 2015 State Secretary/Treasurer, our 2015 to 2016 State President, our 2020 to 2022 WIFBLA Executive Board Leadership Director, and a current Wisconsin FBLA Foundation member, Sydney Wilcox.
Sydney graduated from Seymour High School in 2016, Edgewood College in 2020, and is currently a third-year law student at Marquette University Law School in Milwaukee. She also currently works as a legal intern with the prosecution team for the city of West Dallas.
Right, thanks for joining us, Sydney. Now, our first question for you today is, why did you join FBLA?
I decided to join FBLA when I was approached by my local chapter advisor, who was the teacher for my computer information processing class at the time, and she suggested that I join the organization. I was really hesitant at first. However, after talking with my mom and other family members, they all were really supportive of that suggestion and said that it would be a really great opportunity to expand upon my resume and also explore different areas of business or different career paths that I maybe didn't think of before getting into high school.
Great. And once you got into FBLA, what made you decide to run for state office?
So once again, my local chapter advisor, Mrs. Grassel, asked me to attend the State Leadership Conference my freshman year of high school so I could participate in what was called Project Lead at the time. And this was a program for upcoming students in FBLA, mainly freshmen and sophomores who wanted to take on leadership roles and different capacities within the organization. And I participated in that 2-day seminar, and then after closing ceremony, that SLC, Mrs. Grassel asked if I would ever want to be one of the individuals that was up on stage in the blue blazers. So ever since then, that was our little inside joke, that I was going to run and be one of the blue blazer people. But initially what really appealed to me was the opportunity to serve the organization and then represent my high school as well.
That's awesome, and obviously you have a lot of experience in FBLA, and what do you think was the best part of being in FBLA?
Personally, I really enjoyed the opportunity to network with FBLA members, not only across the entire state of Wisconsin, but also throughout the nation. During my time in FBLA, I've been able to attend different national fall leadership conferences, different national leadership conferences, and I was also in different capacities at each of those events, whether it was as a chapter member, chapter officer, state officer, or even as an intern at National Leadership Conference for the national office, which was also a really great experience. But for sure, connecting with different members was a really great experience.
Thank you. Great. And after your time in FBLA, how has FBLA impacted your college and career journey so far?
Yeah, as a member and a state officer, you learn a ton of skills that are very transferable to the different aspects of your life that are down the road. So some of the different skills and experiences that I had or gained throughout my time in state office, I still utilize and rely upon them to this day as a law student, whether it's being able to manage all of the different readings that I have to do, preparing for different writing assignments that I have or exams, but then also within my role as an intern with the city attorney's office in West Dallas.
Our next question for you is, tell us more about your journey after graduating from Seymour and where you are today.
Yeah, after I graduated Seymour Community High School, I went on to study political science pre-law at Edgewood College. I was there for 4 years, obviously, and then I decided to take 2 years off between my undergraduate degree and then pursuing my law degree. And during those 2 years off, I worked as a product manager and client specialist for an organization management company that also does a little bit of leadership consulting as well. And as you all mentioned earlier, I'm now in law school and I'm currently in my 3rd year. I have 1 semester left and then I'll be a licensed attorney, which is crazy to think.
That's really cool. Thank you. What made you decide to go to Edgewood College and Marquette University?
So when I was a state officer, we had our state officer training at Edgewood College, actually. So that was my first exposure to the campus. I loved the city of Madison. I knew that I wanted to be in Madison, but coming from a small rural hometown, I really valued being in a smaller school setting where I knew my peers and I was able to really get to know my professors and ask them questions. And just have that ability to do so, whereas like at larger schools, you might not be able to do so. So that's why I opted to go to Edgewood. In regard to Marquette, Marquette Law School is a fantastic school in the area, and Marquette has an amazing alumni network. There are what they call Marquette lawyers all across the country, so you can connect with anyone in any particular area of law that graduated from Marquette Law School, and whether it's expanding your network or looking for job opportunities, they're there to help you.
We love to hear that you were able to find such an amazing place at Edgewood and at Marquette. Now going back to FBLA, what do you think was the most impactful thing that FBLA has taught you?
I think that the biggest lesson that I learned from FBLA was the importance of servant leadership, and just keeping in mind that when you are in a position of leadership like the two of you are now, understanding that this role is bigger than you. You are there because you were elected to serve the 7,000 members across the state of Wisconsin and have their interest in mind when you are making decisions or deciding which projects you want to implement. I think, going now into my legal career, this is something that I keep in mind all the time, right? That this work that I'm doing is giving back to the community and individuals who are in need and need help with the different aspects of their lives when it comes to legalities.
It's great to hear that FBLA was that impactful. I feel like everyone in FBLA can relate to that. Bouncing on from that, can you please tell us the coolest thing you did as a state officer?
Yeah, I think that one of the neatest opportunities that I had as a state officer was the opportunity to host a workshop at the National Fall Leadership Conference. And the really fun aspect of this was that I got to do it with my local chapter advisor. We hosted a workshop on how to implement different Google tools, products, and service into local chapters. And again, that was a really great opportunity just to take our combined knowledge of Google and then spread the word with members from all across the country about how they can better their local chapter experience through these different products and services.
That's so awesome. That trait that you learned from FBLA, do you feel benefits you throughout your life?
It's cheesy because we're in the new year right now, but I think that one of the best traits or things that I learned from FBLA that I keep up with today is just the goal-orientedness that I've had within me because of FBLA. Through FBLA, you learn how to set effective goals and then actively work towards achieving them. And as someone who, after high school went on to undergrad and then pursued higher education after that, and is now looking for job opportunities out in the legal field, having those goals constantly in mind and working towards them and making sure they're achievable is important.
Certainly, thank you. Next, what would you say to people just starting their FBLA journeys?
I would encourage individuals who are just starting their FBLA journeys to be open to opportunities as they present themselves, but also go out and seek different opportunities. Whether they're opportunities with your local chapter, your state chapter, or the national office, there's something out there for everyone. And I think the more that you take on these opportunities or things as they come up, the greater your experience will be.
That's so awesome. And you've given us so much good wisdom today. Thank you so much for being here. Is there anything else that you would like to add about FBLA that we haven't already covered here?
I think one of the other lessons that I learned, and I would encourage everyone to do, is step outside of your comfort zone. Try something new, whether it's running for state office, serving on a council or trying a different competitive event than you normally would do. Try something new, and you never know where your strengths lie. You may find something that you really enjoy.
Last question. If you had to sing any karaoke song right now, which one would it be?
So I am a massive Swiftie, and I am a 1989 girl through and through, and I would have to choose Style by Taylor Swift.
Amazing choice. Thank you so much for joining us today, Sydney. We appreciate you being here, and thank you to all the viewers at home for watching. Have a great night. Bye, Sydney.
Bye.
Bye.